Dear classmates, on the list of spring flavors, Sephora flowers are a seasonal gift not to be missed. They are not only a vision of white romance adorning the branches, but can also be transformed into appetizing side dishes, sweet pastries, and refreshing drinks on the dining table. From traditional ways of eating to creative dishes, they hold endless delicious possibilities. A well-formatted WeChat public platform account article can make these Sephora flower delicacies seen and desired by more people. Today, taking N ways to eat Sephora flowers as an example, we will use the 135 editor to learn together how to make this spring food guide retain a fresh, natural feel while being full of modern appeal through clever formatting. At the same time, it will arouse users' desire to try making eating Sephora flowers in spring a popular topic. First of all, before starting the official layout, we need to clarify the core elements first. The conventional structure of an official WeChat account article, and second, the tools to be used. Let's start with the structure. A complete official WeChat article, much like the ingredient matching in cooking, needs a clear hierarchy. A header image should be eye-catching, for example, a picture of appetizing Sephora flower fragrant cakes with attractive colors. The main text should be divided into sections, each way of eating, such as steamed Sephora flowers and Sephora flowers scrambled with eggs should be in a separate paragraph to make it easy for readers to follow. After the main text, there should be an ending separator, such as a string of symbols in the pattern of Sephora flowers. Next comes the previous recommendations section, where we can recommend past articles like a collection of spring wild vegetable recipes. Finally, the footer image can be a panoramic shot of Sephora flower powder ingredients, echoing the theme. In addition, the cover image is also crucial. It's better to choose warm colored pictures with high color saturation, such as a combination of Sephora flower powder and finished products placed against an orange background. This can increase the click-through rate, which is also a little trick for our e-commerce copy to attract traffic. Next, let's talk about layout tools. I recommend using the 135 editor or Xiaomi editor. The 135 editor is very user-friendly for beginners and easy to operate. If you want more styles, you can also check X. Xiaomi. Two platforms can complement each other. For example, you can find nice food-themed title styles on X. Xiaomi and then use the 135 editor for the overall layouts. In terms of plugins, One Partner is a good choice. Once installed, it allows you to edit directly in the back end of the official WeChat account, effectively avoiding formatting errors. Besides these, the 365 editor is useful for finding layout styles, and the little ant editor is great for sourcing icons. For instance, you can add a small spoon icon next to each way of eating Sephora flower powder to make the content more lively. Once we have the structure and tools ready, let's move on to the core part, the 21-step layout process. Each step must be done carefully, just as we can't skip a single seasoning when making Sephora flower powder delicacies. Skipping no steps in layout is the way to ensure the article looks good and bug-free. First, draft the text for N ways to eat Sephora flower powder in a Google document. For example, introduce the nutritional value of Sephora flower powder at the beginning, and then list 7 ways to eat it, such as steaming Sephora flowers and frying eggs with Sephora flowers, with each method clearly indicating the ingredients on steps. At the same time, mark the location of the pictures in the document, such as insert the finished picture of steamed Sephora flowers here after the steaming Sephora flowers step, making it more efficient to add pictures later. Here I would like to remind everyone that it is not recommended to write in Word, as uploading pictures may cause problems. I am accustomed to using Google Documents because I can organize my thoughts while writing. Everyone can choose according to their own habits, but they must ensure the compatibility of their writing tools. Step to find and sort the required images. The images needed for our article include the first image, finished product of huihua fragrant cake, finished product images corresponding to 7 eating methods, ingredient images for each eating method, the last image panoramic view of huihua flower, and the cover image combination image of warm-colored huihua flower. Organize these images into a folder according to the order of the article content. For example, naming it huihua flower public platform images for easy insertion later. When searching for images, high resolution images can be found on PXL Pixabay, which offer free images without copyright risks. If you need similar food scene images, you can also search for high-quality food of public platform you previously followed on WeChat, or use PC Sensogou to search for reference images from WeChat articles, but be careful to avoid infringement. Step 3. Import the text draft from the graphite document into the 135 editor. You can use the full text copy function to directly copy to the 135 editor web version, or you can use the full text file import function to ensure complete import of text content. Step 4. Select the full text with one click and click clear format for full text, because the text copied from other documents may have hidden formatting. Clearing the formatting can avoid confusion in subsequent formatting, just like cleaning the ingredients before cooking, which is a basic step. Step 5. Select the full text again with one click. Change the text color to dark gray with color codes of 3F, 3F, 3F. Pure black text appears more rigid on mobile phones, while dark gray is softer and can enhance reading comfort. This is also a detail of our e-commerce copywriting that emphasizes user experience. Step 6. Set the alignment of the entire text to end alignment. Text that is aligned at both ends looks more neatened, does not appear uneven on one side, especially for content like N ways to eat locust jelly noodles that has multiple steps. Neat layout can make it easier for readers to read. Step 7. Set the margin at both ends to 15th. A margin that is too small can make the text too compact, while a margin that is too large can waste screen space. A margin of 15 has the best display effect on mobile phones. You can remember this common parameter. Step 8. Set the line spacing to 1.75. Appropriate line spacing can reduce visual fatigue for readers. A line spacing of 1.75 is neither too sparse nor too crowded, making it suitable for mobile reading scenarios. Step 9. Set the spacing between characters to 1.5. A small spacing between characters can make the text appear crowded, while a spacing of 1.5 can make each character clearer and improve the readability of the text. Step 10. Select the font as bold. Here, we would like to remind everyone that Microsoft Yahoo and Apple GN have infringement risks. When making e-commerce copywriting, we should pay attention to compliance, and bold is a safe and commonly used font that is suitable for the main content. Step 11. Set the font size to 15. In the past, the body of the public platform used to use the number 14, but after the revision, the number 15 will be displayed more clearly on the mobile phone. The title can use the number 17 to larger than the body, which can highlight the hierarchy. For example, in Ways of Eating Sephora Japonica Jelly Noodles as the first level title uses the number 17, and Steamed Sephora Japonica Flour as the second level title also uses the number 17, which is consistent with the first level title so as to make the structure clearer. Step 12. Review the text and manually fill a line between paragraphs. I don't recommend using the spacing before and after paragraphs, as it can easily lead to formatting errors. Manually leaving one line blank due for formatting errors. Manual leaving is both simple and can ensure stable layout. For example, after introducing steamed locust flowers, leave one line blank and then start writing locust flower stir-fried eggs to make the distinction between different eating methods more obvious. Step 13. Insert the corresponding image into the marked position, with all images centered on the blank line between the image and the top and bottom text. For example, after the steaming locust flowers step, insert a finished image of steamed locust flowers in the center, with a blank line separating the text above and the blank line below to write a caption. This can make the connection between images and text natural and avoid visual crowding. Step 14. Add captions to the image in font size 13. Light gray color, code 7F, 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 and centered. For the image of steamed locust flowers, the caption can be written as image soft, glutinous, and sweet steamed locust flowers. The light gray caption will not steal the attention of the main text, but can also supplement the image information, making the reader more clear about the content of the image. Step 15. Read the entire text thoroughly, color and bold the key parts, and correct any typos or grammatical errors. There are two key requirements here. Firstly, when viewing on a mobile phone, each screen should have a color or image. For example, in the title and ways to eat jiali noodles, use our account's fixed main color number. Assuming our e-commerce account's main color number is FA500 or inch, use this color to color the title. Secondly, for example, bold the key step steaming time of 15 minutes in way to a cake to help readers quickly grasp the key point. Second, a public platform can only use one fixed main color number, and the key parts can only use one format. And some can be added with background color to maintain visual unity. In our article and ways to eat locust jiali noodles, we will use FA500 or inch to color the title and key content uniformly, with only bold key steps and no additional background color added. Step 16. Format the title. The full text title is divided into multiple levels, with the first level title being more prominent than the second level title. However, our article focuses on introducing eating methods. The first level title and ways to eat pagoda tree flowers and stir-fried eggs with pagoda tree flowers. The second level titles and some pagoda tree can be added with background color to maintain visual unity. Can be uniformly written in font size 17, FA500 or inch, and bolded to make the title hierarchy clear and visually unified. Readers can easily see the structure of the article at a glance. Step 17. Add citation format to the quoted words in the text. If we quote the advice of food experts in the article, such as eating locust flowers in spring can clear with this fire a guide to seasonal Chinese cuisine, we can add citation format to this sentence, such as italic or quotation marks, to distinguish the quoted content from the main text and increase the professionalism of the article. Step 18. Add separators on the margins to the entire text. The delimiter can be a pattern related to locust flowers, such as a string and a separator at the end of each eating method, such as adding after steamed locust flowers. Start with stir-fried eggs with locust flowers, again to make the content transition more natural. Emotions can be used in the title or at the beginning and end, such as the title and ways to eat locust jiali noodles. Spring has arrived. It's time to eat locust flowers again. Enhance the familiarity of the article and meet the needs of e-commerce copywriting to bring consumers closer together. Step 19. Copy the head map and tail map from the original public platform. The first picture uses the finished picture of locust flour cake prepared by us, and the last picture uses the panorama of locust jelly noodles, which keeps consistent with the previous layout style of the public platform, so that old readers have a sense of familiarity. Step 20. Synchronize the full text to the background of the public platform. Send a preview to the mobile phone and read it through to the 3 times on the mobile phone. When previewing, imagine yourself as a consumer and check the content from the reader's perspective. For example, whether the topic can attract users who want to eat seasonal food in spring, whether there are any typos, such as whether locust jelly noodles will be written as locust flour score, whether the font size and color meet the requirements, whether the images are formatted incorrectly, and if there are links to previous articles in the text, such as links to Spring Wild Vegetable Recipe Collection. Check whether they are correct. You can also preview with different models, such as Android and Apple phones, to ensure consistent display effects on different devices. Step 21. Confirm that there are no errors before publishing. Before the release, quickly scan the content again to ensure that there is no omission, so that an article on the official public platform of N Ways to Eat for Eat Jelly Noodles will be completed. In addition to these 21 steps, there are a few practical tips to share with you. For example, how to add shadows or borders to matching images. In the 135 editor, click on the image, then left-click and select the shadow format to add a shadow. Images with shadows appear more layered. Where can you create GIFs for the header and footer images? You can find templates in the editor, use tools like Chankit or Gouting Design, or even make them with Photoshop PS or PowerPoint PPT. GIFs can make the article more vivid. How to convert a video into a GIF? Use the website to convert the video of the Sephora flour powder production process into a GIF. Inserting this into the article will yield a better effect. How to take high-definition screenshots. WeChat's screenshot function is convenient for daily use but reduces image clarity. For high-definition screenshots, use the shortcut Ctrl and Alt-N. Open the built-in Paint software on your computer, narrow the margins on both sides, and then save the file as a JPG format. How to find the color code of an article. For instance, if you see a nice color scheme on another food-themed public platform, take a screenshot with WeChat and use an RGB to hexadecimal color code conversion tool to extract the color code. How to convert a long link into a short link. Copy the article link, send it to yourself via WeChat, and you will get a short link. Short links are more concise and easier to share on other platforms. How to convert a web-formatted image, JPG or PNG. Open the image with the built-in Paint software on your computer. Click Save As and select JPG or PNG format. How to convert a URL into a QR code. Use the Kaoliao QR code website TATS, CLIN. Generate a QR code for the article link of N Ways to Eat for a flour powder, and place it at the end of the article for users to scan and view easily. How to measure the conversion rate of an article. Generate an exclusive QR code using the Xiaolibian small fishing platform, and you can view the conversion rate brought by the article. This is crucial for evaluating the effectiveness of our e-commerce copy. How to copy a paragraph of text without formatting errors. Copy the text to WeChat, send it to yourself. Then copy it to the editor. Alternatively, copy it to the built-in notepad on your computer first, then paste it into the editor. This will clear any unnecessary formatting. Finally, there are a few key layout considerations to emphasize. First, content is king, and layout serves as the icing on the cake. When running an e-commerce official WeChat account, our core goal is to help readers learn about the ways to eat Sephora flower powder. Layout only exists to better present the content. We must not put the cart before the horse. Second, and a public platform should have both its layout silent primary color code. Its style should not change arbitrarily. For example, for our e-commerce account, we will use today's layout style and the color FA500 or INS for all future food-related content for all future food-related content. This helps users from a lasting memory of our account. Third, we should regularly study the layout of high-quality accounts to keep learning and improve our aesthetic sense. For instance, follow excellent food for public platform like X 下厨房 under the kitchen and me is 没事天下 food world to learn from their layout techniques. Fourth, it takes an editor several years to quickly produce articles with zero layout bugs. Following step-by-step layout procedures is the most effective way to reduce bugs. It may seem tedious at first, but you will work faster and faster as you gain proficiency. Fifth, develop the habit of stockpiling images, the emojis, and layout templates in daily life. For example, stock up on images related to spring foods and ingredients in advance instead of scrambling at the last minute. This will save a lot of time during the layout process. Dear classmates, today we focused on the theme of N ways to eat Sephora flowers and systematically learned how to use the 135 editor. We explored how to clearly present the diverse of eating Sephora flower from traditional to creative ones through the layout design of text and images. At the same time, we aim to convey the fresh atmosphere of spring delicacies and arouse users' interest in trying them. Whether it's the theme, appropriate font selection, the well-structured paragraph layout, the appetizing image matching, or the flexible use of 135 editors functions, all these efforts are to make the food guide more appealing. After class, I hope you will choose other seasonal ingredients, use the 135 editor to practice layout design, and try to tell the seasonal stories and delicious tips behind the ingredients through layout. I believe that through continuous practice, everyone will be able to create food promotion copy that is not only visually appealing but also catchy.